Hey, what's up guys, it's Broken. Welcome back to another video. Today is the second episode of Broken Nights. Today we're going to be watching a series called the Oddity Compendium by Dr. Nowhere. This one was suggested by a local Skully by the name of Cheesin' Around. Thank you, Cheesin' Around, for your submission. If you have another submission for any other horror videos that I should watch for another episode of Broken Nights next Saturday or Sunday evening, leave a comment in the section below and subscribe to the channel. So, without further ado, let's get into another episode of Broken Nights. Oh yeah, this is already crazy.
Wonders presents the Oddity Compendium, a beginner's anomaly education program.
A beginner's anomaly education program.
Welcome to the Oddity Compendium. Today, we will be learning about many wonderful and strange oddities that exist inside of, outside of, and around your universe.
Oh snap, we're getting educated.
Can range anywhere from life forms, products, and organizations to even events in anomalous time periods. Important. The following information has been acquired from realities that may be separate from the one you are currently residing in. Please be aware that knowledge or comprehension of incompatible information may result in a conscious reality fracture.
Isn't it? Wait, hold up. Let's go back. A conscious reality fracture is an event that may occur when an individual perceives material that originates from incompatible reality. Symptoms include migraines, excessive bouts of deja vu, instant death, and more. Oh, so we could die watching this. That's perfectly fine. I'm signing up for it, I guess. What am I supposed to do? Just not watch the video? I want to know. Installment number 1. Fox Beds, a land of forgotten faces and geometric knowledge beyond belief. What will we learn today? 1. Your own bed may be harboring a hunger for your flesh. Sleep with a cold fan on if possible. If you ever walk downstairs one morning and your family's gone, interacting with the headless corpses that remain in their stead should be avoided. Non-existence is a contagious disease. 3. If you're out in the middle of nowhere and you got a rush of brilliant ideas, turn back immediately. Enlightenment is a drug, and the withdrawals can kill. Oddity 1. Flesh beds. Populus colliclida. Parasite.
Flesh beds or mattress folk are a species of parasitic subhuman that highly resemble bedding mattresses.
Looks just like your bed.
The body of a dormant flesh bed appears identical to a standard mattress. However, slicing the thin sheet-like skin reveals many soft organs, limb-like appendages, and a humanoid head which hides beneath the skin.
What the
They were
hell?
first discovered in the late 1960s when a mattress company was surveying excess storage. Upon finding many seemingly pristine mattresses that had not been sold, they gave them away to thrift shops and people in need. The people who received the mattress folk initially had no issues with faux beds. It wasn't until the air began to warm up that these beds awoke from their uneventful hibernations. The first reported victim was 19-year-old Alice Digger.
What happened to her? Her
She had
face...
been sleeping on a flesh bed for roughly 6 months before her sudden disappearance.
Oh, so the flesh bed just ate her.
After noticing a stench of sulfur and rot originating from her bed, her family called authorities, and the inside of the mattress revealed a feasting parasite, several hundred human bones, and a half-digested Alice.
Oh.
The method in which mattress folks sustain themselves is by waiting for the body heat of a host to wake them from their dormant state. Kind of like an egg, but not nearly as tasty.
Oh, what a funny... Dude, are you kidding me?
After
We
they
have a
wake,
laugh track
they
in the
slowly
background?
unfold themselves from their soft mattress-like bodies. This process is very gradual and happens underneath its body or on its side so as not to be detected. After roughly a month of this process and on a night 17 degrees Fahrenheit or higher, its head and arms fully emerge and pull the sleeping host into its body, where prey is slowly digested.
Oh! A feast fit for a king.
Not much is known about how these sleeping beauties came about, but it is theorized that since they are subhuman, they were once a branch of Homo sapiens that merged with a mycelial network many years ago. Autopsies of flesh beds' digestive systems have revealed DNA samples from thousands of different people in each instance, some even tracing to people born during the 1600s.
Bro, these bed folk
Another
need to
odd
go.
thing to note is that the mattress folk themselves contain DNA belonging to humans as well. One instance shared DNA in a blood type with Napoleon Bonaparte, leader of the French Republic during the time that the mattress folk were assumed to have come into existence.
So they came into existence during the French Revolution?
To throw out that mattress that feels just a bit too warm lately. You might be sharing it with something unwanted. Good night, sleep tight, and don't let the bed bite.
We gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. Bed folk, mattress folk. You're telling me that thing over there could kill me? The thing I sleep on every night? Bro, I quit reality, dude. What is this? I'm not even... Well, technically speaking, this is an alternate reality. I'm not trying to find out. I'm not trying to find out, bro. Okay, continue on. Oddity 2, Headless macrocosm. Wait, God, so quick. Headless macrocosm, mundum sensipida. Category, pseudolocation disease. I don't know how to say that. Syncopida, I think that's what I meant.
The Headless macrocosm is a sub-reality nearly identical to Earth, save for the fact instead of humans, tail-headless corpses remain in their stead. These corpses, though technically dead, do weakly breathe through the holes in their necks.
What?
Their hearts have also been observed to begin convulsing at seemingly random intervals. These beings are identical in appearance to one another aside from physical dimensions, which can vary severely between each corpse. The headless sub-people dwelling in this pocket reality have been observed changing their behavior when humans have physically interacted with them, and apparently gain a level of awareness and vitality when such events occur. There are approximately 2,393 living humans residing in this reality, all from parallel Earth. Every single resident recounts waking up in the headless macrocosm after falling asleep under strange circumstances back in their home realities.
Wait,
No
I need to like, wait a minute. So people from other realities end up as one of these freaking long appendage dudes? You're telling me that if I go to sleep under strange circumstances, like this dude's sleeping on a plane, I can end up that? Nah.
No one back in their own parallel homes remembers their faces or identities, which leads to the belief that this place could be a form of anti-reality. A waste compartment of the universe used for aspects of reality that are useless or harmful to existential fabric. The humans that live in the headless macrocosm are assumed to be taking shelter in abandoned structures and banding together to search for plant-based food during the warmer times.
So they stay away from them.
Fun fact. Humans have coined multiple terms and nicknames for these headless corpses, such as stumpies, cranes, and ichabodies. Despite this sub-reality being detached from main reality, an incident took place which created a temporary tier between the two.
Oh, so they merged once.
The headless macrocosm was walking through a field with a small house in the center. Upon reaching the house, the man unintentionally brushed up against one of the breathing bodies.
And what happened?
This body, just before motionless aside from the labored convulsions, sprang to life and removed the head of
Oh,
the
very
man.
nice.
It then proceeded to attach the severed head to the stump of its own neck.
So it takes our heads,
The
huh?
man's name was Michael.
What the? No, no. Michael Tedford. Bro, don't do none of that. Don't do none of that.
On Earth in the year 2061 that
Oh, that gave me goosebumps.
A family's call to the authorities described an impossibly tall naked figure appearing in their backyard. The presence of this oddity was highly distressing to the family, and they remained inside their home until the situation was resolved. The following photograph depicts this figure they spoke of. Michael Tedford's rotting head.
Jesus, Michael Tedford's rotting head is affixed atop the frail neck.
Shortly after the photo was taken, what was left of Tedford's existence was removed from the
I don't think Tedford likes us knowing about him.
Anomaly testing site. Apparently, this corpse was attempting to quite literally become Tedford by reaching off of his
Okay, bro,
existence.
calm down.
These breathing bodies appear to be in a constant state of yearning to reconnect with the roots of reality again, as they have been taken a hold of by a dangerous and contagious disease.
What disease
This
is that?
appears to be non-existence itself. It can affect anyone on Earth at any time, and once it takes hold, the headless macrocosm deems you valid for residence within its endless meadows, filled with fellow patients.
So you're telling me
But
when
don't
we
worry, it's a
die?
rare diagnosis. Another fun fact. Occasionally, crude man-made structures will form seemingly out of nowhere in order to correspond with the structures on parallel Earth. As mentioned earlier, the headless macrocosm itself functions like a digestive tract of the universe, and these structures may be antibodies attempting to fight off the virus of non-existence. Now then, check your head. Screwed on tight. Great, because you might want to hang on tight to it for this next one.
What the hell, bro? So you're telling me these things freaking live in an alternate universe and they're us when we enter the realm of non-existence. So you're saying when I, die or am unalived, I will pop up as one of those cronies and then, if you come up, I'm just gonna take your head and put it on and try to be like, I'm alive again. No, bro. Cheesing, you should have never recommended this to me. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight, bro. Oddity 3, Obelisks of Enlightenment.
The Obelisks of Enlightenment are a collective of monolithic beings that are currently residing in different remote locations across the world.
My
Also
world
known
or a
as the
different world?
Fathers of True North, they appear in groups of 1 to 8 and stand anywhere from 10 to 150 feet tall. Each obelisk is levitated just barely above the ground and facing geodetic north. Though most of them reside in remote fields and deserts, they have also been found floating above the ocean within the vicinity of the Bermuda Triangle and even of the moon.
Oh, so they just chill.
Just ever so slightly and progress approximately 2 inches forward a year. These obelisks are enlightened in the infinitely vast secrets of the universe, and are constantly vocalizing the excess information as a means of waste to counteract the overwhelming intake of knowledge.
So they know everything.
And monitored by government entities, many people had wandered into these locations prior claiming to be following the sound of angelic singing.
That wasn't angelic singing.
Emanating from these obelisks induces a massive increase in general intelligence and subjects listening. Folklore often refers to the frequency as the song of the divine contour.
The song of the divine contour.
Elements are unraveled thousands of feet into the sky to make a metaphysical connection from Earth to the universe. It is assumed this is a form of knowledge worship, an attempt to make a mortal sacrifice for an immortal honor. Fun fact. These organs are confirmed to be those of the humans and other biological matter that were absorbed after enlightenment.
So they're us, again. More things that we turn into.
By the obelisks or entering into close proximity with them, the human brain either spontaneously expands and combusts or receives an ability to comprehend the sacred information. Talk about being open-minded.
Oh, talk about being open-minded. Nice joke.
Is able to comprehend this knowledge, they are biologically absorbed into the obelisk, becoming wholly unified with a being. It is not entirely understood how these anomalies were brought into existence, but they seem to be tears in the fabric of reality akin to black holes.
So they just popped in.
That these rifts were opened by ancient giants who were dissatisfied with a lack of Earth's knowledge. Many unnaturally large humanoid skeletons have been found underground adjacent to obelisk sites, further supporting this idea. When the obelisks made their debut on Earth, they aided in the construction of the pyramids of Giza by bestowing digestible levels of sacred knowledge onto Egyptian pharaoh Khufu after he was lured into the desert by their beckoning chords. This knowledge would help Khufu rationalize a possible.
So this is the reason they're not even aliens. They're freaking extra-dimensional beings.
Pyramids as a tribute to the divine structures. All in all, these obelisks may seem malevolent, but it's important to remember that no physical pain could ever outweigh the agony of infinite knowledge.
Okay. Alright. Would you give up your sanity for all-knowing, perfect knowledge, is the question. And my answer to that is no. No, I don't want to know. Continuing on with the video.
Now, looks like our time here may be almost up. But before you go, it's time for a bonus oddity.
A bonus oddity? Filbus.
This is Filbus. It is not known where Filbus comes from or why he is here, but there have been a number of people who, after consuming media depicting Filbus, have felt the overwhelming compulsion to practice Filbism. Filbism is a political and somewhat religious ideology which centers around a belief that building/consuming chairs and other wooden furniture is honoring Filbus' great sacrifice. It is not clear what this sacrifice is or what it refers to. Attributes and practices of Filbism include learning to build chairs, learning to properly digest chairs, discussing chair consumption on obscure internet forums.
Let me read these forums. Right, I get you. When you talk about softening, are you using any chemicals or have you been trying to stick with natural methods? Mostly natural so far, but I heard about chemicals that can soften wood without compromising its structure too much. I'm not sure where to start though. Any tips? Well, there are a few routes you could go. Sodium hydroxide is one option. It's pretty strong as wood softener. You'd have to be careful with it, though, because it can weaken the wood too much if you're not precise with it. Sodium hydroxide, got it. How do you apply that? Do I need to dilute it? Yes, definitely dilute. A low concentration can soften the wood without breaking it down completely. You'd soak the parts of the chair you want to soften in the solution. Maybe start with 5% solution and adjust from there based on how the wood reacts. Hope this helps. In Filbus, I trust. These people are eating woods. These people are eating chairs. They're discussing ways to eat chairs. What the hell?
The fictional political candidate known as Filbus, who is said to advocate for making furniture consumption a socially accepted and widespread practice. There are so many wonderful things about Filbism.
I'm good.
To become one with many others today. It's a great decision. Just eat from here to get started. Any mention of Filbism
Maybe I'll eat some
on the subject will eventually result in it becoming a sponsorship or advertisement of sorts. We have no idea how to avoid this, sorry.
So you guys, dude,
will deny the existence of Filbism when directly questioned about it.
Oh, so we deny it.
Was not in any way sponsored by Filbism. This is for educational purposes only.
Filbus doesn't even
does not
exist.
even exist. You can sign up for Filbus certification here.
Body of Filbus today, eat your chair.
Would you look at the clock? It's just about time for us to part ways.
Deuces.
A brief cleansing process will now commence. This purely auditory procedure will ensure you do not come away from this with any ailments from beyond contracted during your viewing experience.
Cool.
Please close your eyes and do not open them until told to do so.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's perfectly fine. I love this. Are you closing your eyes, Skullies? Oh, this is disgusting. What's happening to me? What the hell? Oh, I'm keeping them closed. Oh! Oh, what are you? Go away! Oh! I should have opened them. You're gonna kill me. No way, dude. What is that? I'm closing. We're closed.
You may now open your eyes. Thank you for complying.
I didn't comply.
Thank you for attending Dr. Nowhere's Office of Wonders. We hope that you enjoyed your stay.
Not at all. Goodbye, we love you. Okay. What the hell, man? Oh my god. Cheesing, bro. What a friggin' video, dude. Hey, man, thank you so much for being here, guys. Hey, again, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to get more notifications when I come out with videos. If you guys have other suggestions for stuff you want me to watch, please leave it in the comment section down below. And I will see you all in the next video. So until next time, guys, Skulls out.
Sign up for Filbus certification here. Sign up for Filbus today.